And we stay on the front line, yeah, but we're still here after the drums. Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna sing the whole video, right? No, not at all. So, decided to do this quick video. As you see in my videos, that my hair is colored. And you might see from the beginning to now it has grown some. Not a lot, not as much as I would love it to grow, but it has grown some due to me changing how I take care of my hair with the color in it. I've been natural. First time going natural was 2008. 2008, I went natural. I wasn't able to perm my hair at one point, so I was like, hey, it's been over a month or maybe 2 months. I was angry about something, so I was like, let me just cut it off. And I snipped it and tried to cut it off through the big chop by myself, which was an epic fail. So I told my friend, no one had a razor. So I told my friend, I think I need to go to the store and just buy some clippers. And I already messed it up, so I might as well just clip it off because it was so uneven, So I went to Walmart, which is right down the street. Got the clippers and zizzed it off. And it went from there. Wore a wig for the first week or so because I've never been bald like that in my life and didn't know how to take it and didn't know how other people would take it. But then it was summertime, which was really hot, and I think I just started working, and here in South Carolina it's only 2 seasons, which is like basically summer and winter. You get cool within there, but not a lot. The weather's dumb here. So, with it being hot, I ain't got time for this. Ripped it off and just went to work, and it was like that for a while. So when I first started off being natural, I didn't know anything about it at all. Didn't know much about YouTube, so it didn't look on there. So it was just like a hit and miss type thing. So since I had a friend and he had natural hair too, but he would straighten it every day and he would wear weaves and stuff like that. Yes, and I said he. And he used to tell me that he would co-wash his hair every day, or he would wash his hair with conditioner every day. So I was like, okay, I can do that. And I found that it was so much easier to maintain my hair and comb through it and detangle it doing it that way, especially with it being short. And it took like that long just to dry. So I did that, and then when it started getting long, I decided, well, talking to my mom, she was like, why don't you put a texturizer in it? Because she went natural years and years and years ago, but she went back and got a perm again because she couldn't do it. But she put a texturizer in it, and it didn't, it was good. I guess with me having different hair texture and having other stuff mixed in to all of this beautifulness, when I put the texturizer in, and by the time I finished and washed it out, part of my hair was straight and half of my hair was straight and half of my hair was still, to me back then I was a nappy. And I was like, ain't that a bitch? Now I got to go and either get a perm or cut it off again. So I went and got a perm and permed my hair, went through the perm stage again. And then once again got angry about something. I think it was a guy, and I think we ended, and it's like, I need to change meaning to me, get some clippers, and cut it off. And I did. So I have been straight natural since 2010, I think. I think 2010. And yeah, 2010. And I don't know if the last time I did it was due to me being angry or me having a miscarriage. I'm not sure. But I did that. And so since 2010 until now, I've been natural. Now, as you see, as much hair as I have, my hair should be a lot longer than what it is now. But it's not. Give me a second. Should be a lot longer than what it is now. But it's not due to me discovering color in my hair. Now, first time I discovered color was in 2008 also. End of 2008, beginning of 2009. Went to visit my family in New Jersey and have a cousin that's a hairdresser. So I was like, I want my hair colored. That's what I want. I want my hair colored. And she's like, fine, that's fine. So I went and got the box and I went and got blonde. So I think a day or so before I left, she put it in, and the blonde was like white blonde, not this blonde, but like storm white blonde. And at that time, I had like the lowest self-esteem, and I was just like, I don't walk around like that. Fix it. She's like, it doesn't look that bad. Her and her sister, it doesn't look that bad. It actually looks nice. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. So fix it. So she had a box of red and orange, red and yellow, orange. That's what I got. Orange, orangey, like carrot orangey orange is what I got. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So I'm not going back to South Carolina looking like that. It might work up here in the north. I can't go back home like that. So she had one more box, which was brown. Put the brown in, and it made the orange a little darker. That one was fine. I was like, I can deal with this. I really got much of a choice anyway. So I dealt with it. And I think I got some pictures on my Facebook of it. I think I would probably do it again. So and rock it this time because I don't care. But that was my first experience with color. So once I went natural, and after a while I started looking at videos and stuff like that, and I think I first started coloring in 2011. I think I started coloring my hair, and which really did. Every time I color my hair, even when I color the same color as now, the blonde part, I have to get used to it. It looks really, really weird to me. That has to grow on me. But I've been blonde ever since. This color here is the first time that I've actually colored my hair a different color outside of being blonde since 2011. Now, with that being said, I didn't know that there was even more maintenance to be done when you color your hair, that you had to take care of it even more. And since I go straight from black to blonde, all that chemicals and the stripping, I really have to take even extra care of my hair, and I didn't know that for the longest. Like, my hair's in a ponytail now, and I'll put a scarf on it because it's up. I don't bother with it. But before, I would let my hair down, leave it down, go to sleep, no rag, or with a cotton rag, just taking out the moisture. My hair is being matted, and I'd wake up and just comb it, which is breaking off my ends. and I went like that for a while, which was damaging my hair a lot, which kept me from seeing the growth. It was growing, but I never saw the growth because with me handling it as rough as I was handling it, I never saw the growth because it was just popping off, popping off, popping off. Now what I do is keep my hair up. No, I don't keep my hair. I keep my hair in something. I don't go to sleep without my hair either being twisted or in a ponytail or some type of twist or ponytail. I keep it moisturized even more. I have shea butter. Let's see, yeah. I have shea butter. And I got this in a store in New Jersey. And I have an oil mixture that I use on my hair, and it's olive oil, coconut oil, sapphire oil, and I think that's the 3 that's in there now. I have something else. There was 4. Oh, and I'll put, well, my first mixture that I made, I put shea butter in it. I melted it down and put it in the oil mixture. But now it's just those 3 oils. And I make sure I keep oil in my hair. Some days I'll spray it, or go in the shower. When I go in the shower, I'll put a cap on it so that there gets some moisture in it. And then I'll put the oil on it, or I'll put the shea butter and then the oil on it, or both, depending. And that's how I've been learning to maintain my hair. I co-wash my hair with conditioner. Now I'm no expert, but this has worked with my hair. I don't use 2 different conditioners. I don't use one as a shampoo, one as a co-wash. I haven't done that in a while, but my hair has actually been doing great with that. I'll use, I'm not sure the conditioner name, but I can get it and put it down in the description box that I use. And I'll put that on my hair. I'll co-wash it, and detangle it all at the same time while I'm in the shower. And sometimes I'll finger detangle before I even put the conditioner in it. And I'll just still do that while I'll finger detangle it while it's wet. Sometimes dry, sometimes wet, depending on how bad it is, detangled. And then do the co-washing with the conditioner, wash, and then rinse the conditioner out. And then from there, I have the Tresemme Split Remedy conditioner, leave-in conditioning, which I use sometimes because I have it, and I'm going to use it because I bought it. I don't waste money in products, so I will use it. So I use that as my leave-in conditioner. And if I don't use a leave-in conditioner, I'll just do the shea butter and some oils on my hair. But my hair loves it. It's not heavy. It doesn't weigh it down. Shea butter is pretty good for my twist outs and stuff like that. Now I do have things for twist outs as well, but I don't always use it. Like I have the Core Moisturizing Souffle, which I used a couple of weeks ago. And I think I might have did a video with it. I'm not sure. And then also the other day, give me a second, guys. I don't know where it's at, but it is the Shea Moisture hair mask. I put that in the other day. I was going to use it as a the deep conditioning one. I was going to rinse it out, but I was like, as much hair that has come out of my head the last time I detangled it, I just decided to leave it on. And that's actually what's still in my hair a little bit now. That, and then some shea butter and some oil. Yeah, and yeah, that's what's in my hair now. Um, Now my oils I have in a little spray bottle. It's like this big, and it's a spray bottle, but it doesn't really. It depends on the weather. If it's hot, it's liquidy. If it's cool, because it's coconut oil in it, of course it gets thick. But what I do, and I can give you a little example because I need to do a little something now, anyways. Is I do my hair in sections, and depending on how I feel, it depends on how big the sections are. And I do this with it, which I'm not sure why, but I do. And I do this to the end because I want it to be as straight as can be. And also I get the excess out, or the whatever, the hair that's coming out to come out. Depending when I do this, I can feel like there's knots and stuff like that, and then I can detangle that way. Yeah. And then, and my hair is greasy. My hand is greasy because I put some gel on my hair this morning to do my ponytail, and as you see with the edges, it really did nothing at all. And then I'll take shea butter, not a lot, put it in my hands, and then I'll do that. And also I'll put some more on my fingers, not that much, do like this, and then I'll just make sure that my ends really get some moisture in it, or some, yeah, well, that I'm moisturizing my ends, let's put it that way. And I'll do that, and then I'll do around my whole head that way, and then I'll put extra in my hand. See as shiny as it is, and then I'll just go around my edges like that. And that's how I do it. Now I'm not going to do all that tonight because I don't feel like it. Now I've seen that since I've straightened my hair, that I have a lot of breakage, or a lot of hair coming out. Now it's funny because even though my hair is colored, it's not breakage like that's like this small or not. That's from the ends coming off due to not taking care of it, but a lot of it is like actual long strands of hair that's coming from my roots, and or from the burnish or brownish part in my hair. I'm not sure what to do about that. I'm not greasing my scalp. That's not gonna happen. Well, if I had to, I guess. Or I can start. I have a bottle, squirt bottle, or a bottle with a nozzle. So I can put oil in that and make sure I oil my scalp, and see if that will help any. You know, hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Evidently it's not that bad to where I'm bald. My hair is still thick. But I like to have a little bit of hair coming up. Like, it gets me upset and I'd be really sad when I have a comb full of hair that has come out of my head. Really makes me feel some type of way. So, yeah. And that's what I do. That's how I take out my hair. I hope, well, once you got through the story, I hope the tips has worked. Just make sure you keep your hair moisturized. Make sure you keep your tips really, really moisturized and you take care of them very, very well. Um, don't be rough. Of course, when you're combing, make sure you start at the ends. I do hand first like this to make sure it's not that bad, and then I'll comb from the ends and then up. But when I'm detangling, I really do pay attention to my ends and the knots so that I don't yank it out and have a comb full of hair. But yeah, it's a process, but for me, it's worth it. Having color in my hair is part of me. It's like a signature for me. Um, I don't see me with black hair in my hair. I mean, I see it, but I don't have to. And this is where my hair is now. So it has grown a little bit since I straightened it. Puff. I love old songs for those of y'all that don't know, which is not a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all don't know. I'm like Erykah Badu and stuff. Love old music. Um, but yeah, that's what I do to take care of my hair and my color. Um, and I do all of this on a budget. I don't, use Carol's Daughter and all that type of stuff. Not saying that something's wrong with it, but right now, financially, I just can't do it. And I'm not going to pick and choose. I feel like right now. Puff. Okay. Having a hard time figuring out where the middle of my hair was, guys. And yes, I'm using the kids' ball because I can't find anything else to use. So yes, and that's me and my little puff. Now, as far as my edges, we're going to work on that. I'm going to figure out what is going on, and hopefully things could be great, great, great. And that's it for my lips. And if y'all are wondering, it's Fergus Collection, the red and the black mixed together. With it being Halloween, I was like, I might as well just go dark. Just, do something. And with my eyes, I don't know if you can tell, but it's blue and green, which are very light. And the liner, and I think the eyeshadow is from Aziza, something like that. Got that from the Dollar Tree. I did, and I saw the colors and it's so beautiful, and I'm gonna get it. Considering it's probably $1, it's probably not that great, but it's actually not that bad either. But yeah, let me see if I can get close and you can see it. The lid is green and around it is blue, and as a base, when I did my base, and then as my transitioning color, whatever they call it, I did a type of a tan color, and then eyeshadow and mascara. That's what you get. And those are the lips. Yes, and I would do outfit, but since I'm in my Elmo pajamas, I don't think it's anything special. But yes, that is my video. Um, Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully the tips that I did give you were good, especially for beginners. Um, it's taken me a long time to realize, not even to realize, um, I had to stop being lazy and get it done. And now that I'm doing it, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Maybe on YouTube, and it's like, oh, I started in the morning, and now I'm still doing it at night. And for me, I find ways to do it very, very well, and in a timely fashion. I think it takes 2 hours to do everything, and then I go to sleep, and by the time I get up in the morning, most of it is dry. But since I work from home, it doesn't have to be completely dry. Yeah, it doesn't have to be completely dry. So, and even so, I can put some type of heat on it. I'm not against heat or anything like that. So I can use a blow dryer if I needed to get my hair where I need it to be. Now my next video, I think I'm gonna show you my curl former things, but this is back in the day one, to where you plug it in the wall and it gets warm and you do it. And I love it. I bought it from a thrift store, one of my thriftings. I should do a video on it. But it's really cool, and the curls are beautiful. Like, they're really beautiful. Yeah, I don't think I did a video on it, but it's really beautiful. And when I had my hair straightened a few weeks ago, about a month ago, I did one night in my hair. So yes, that's it. Any questions or anything, you can leave down below in the comment section. Please do like, subscribe. You know how it goes. You can find me on not Twitter. You can find me on, I do have a Twitter, but I rarely use it. But you can find me on Instagram. Follow me, Beautifully Different. And I'll put that information down below in the description box as well. You can see us on Beautifully Different Attire on Facebook. That's our store. And those of y'all that haven't seen that I'm doing a giveaway, you can look at that and see what to do. So all you gotta do is follow me here, or subscribe here. Follow me on Twitter. No, I don't know why. Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe here and on Facebook, and you're entered. And that's open, but I think I'm gonna close that in the next few days. But yeah, once again, thank you lovely guys for watching. Subscribe, like, you know the drill. Any questions, comments, once again, leave it in the comment section. And until next time, talk to you beautiful people later. Bye.